And welcome to the Carolina Panthers on the Prowl post-game show. I'm the coach, Dick Cox, joined by Dustin Phifer. Dustin, must-win situation today for the Carolina Panthers. We felt, a lot of other people felt, though, and they got the job done today.
Yeah, it's not often you go into week 2 thinking it's a must-win, but when you're playing the Saints, who's in your division, and if you lose this game, you go to 0-2 in the division, it does make it kind of a must-win situation. And the Panthers responded after a tough performance in week 1. Came out here, got off to a little bit of a slow start, but a nice interception by Charles Godfrey to be able to return it for a touchdown to tie the game. Kind of got the Panthers going, and the offense was able to get rolling, and the defense was kind of able to contain Drew Brees, and they were able to get a 35-27 win to even their record at 1-1 on the season.
You mentioned right there, inauspicious start, that the Saints get the ball, come marching in, first drive, go in for 7. They hold the Panthers. A nice punt puts the Saints deep in their own territory, and then a very uncharacteristic mistake by Drew Brees throws the ball into a crowd, is picked off. And again, like I said, that ties the ball game up, gets the Panthers back in the game, gets the crowd back in the game, and then the running game kicks in. That last week we saw 10 yards rushing total for the team, though, but I think you pointed out to me during the game, 4 different players scored rushing touchdowns today.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, only 10 rushing yards last game. That is something that the Panthers definitely don't want to get accustomed to. They are one of the better running teams in this NFL, and they come out today, they rush for over 200 yards, kind of get back on track. Like we talked about, Cam ran one in, Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams, Mike Tolbert, the three-headed monster, all of them get in the end zone, and it's a nice balanced attack. They were able to throw the ball. Brandon LaFell played big. Steve Smith had 100 yards receiving, so it was a kind of balanced offense that you were used to seeing sometimes with this team last year, and you thought heading into this year that they were just going to explode, and that's kind of what you saw today, 35 points. I mean, when an offense scores that like that in the NFL, you're going to have a lot of chances to win the game. And even though the defense gave up 27 points, a couple of late touchdowns when they had a 2-touchdown lead, they played pretty well to be able to contain Drew Brees in the middle part of that game, second and third quarter, and that's what was able to give the Panthers a 15-point lead.
You know, we've been waiting for a couple of years for somebody to step up and give Steve Smith some help, a number 2 receiver. I think we found a guy, and I know I will have him in the fantasy lineup from here on out. Did not play him today, but Brandon LaFell stepped up and looked like he can be a big-time receiver in this league.
Yeah, 6 catches for 90 yards, and we talked to him after the game, and he talked about how when you have Steve Smith on the other side and he's getting double-teamed, you're going to have the opportunities to make plays, and he stepped up big today. Was probably the go-to guy today. Even though Smith had 100 yards receiving, he only had 3 catches. LaFell comes with 6 catches for 90 yards, a couple of big catches on third down, and that's what you want to see. And when you have that kind of balance, when you have 2 receivers that you know you can go to, and then you have those kind of guys in the backfield running the ball, the Panthers are a dangerous team. We talked about their offense could be top 5 in the NFL this year, and we kind of got down after week 1 after what we saw in Tampa. Was not expecting that, but it's a good rebound. You're 1-1. You kind of feel like you're back in the balance, that you don't have to worry about a must-win. You just got to go out there and play your kind of football, and they've done that.
Short week. Up next, the defending Super Bowl world champions come to Bank of America Stadium on Thursday. Well, we were worried that the Giants may come in 0-2 and that would not be good, but I don't know if it's any better. Eli Manning throws for over 500 yards. They come back, win 41-34 after being down, though. This team may have found some confidence that they were lacking early in the year. Should be a heck of a game Thursday night.
Should be a heck of a game, and the one good thing is the team that the Giants beat today was the Bucs, so it evens the records up. Tampa Bay at 1-1 and the Panthers 1-1, and the Falcons have their game tomorrow night. So if the Falcons go down, chance for the Panthers to be right there after the first week, after a terrible loss. They could end up being 1-1, tied for the division lead after this week. So you do have the Super Bowl champs coming into town. Thursday night, primetime national TV game on NFL Network, so this is huge. Jordan Gross said it when we interviewed him after the game. This could be the biggest home game they've had in years. And so this is a big game, and it's going to be a tough test. I mean, even though the Giants have struggled, we saw their offense come alive. You talked about it. Eli Manning, 500 yards. So it's another good test for the defense, playing a Super Bowl winning quarterback like they did today. And we'll see if the offense can keep it rolling with the running game and the passing attack.
The best part of the day today was our executive producer, Alan Knight. Only once did I get a vroom text today where he actually cranked the bus up. He put it back in the garage. That's a good sign, though. But, again, should be a great game Thursday night. Look forward to bringing you coverage of the game, though, as the defending Super Bowl world champions come to Bank of America Stadium for a 8:20 kickoff.
8:20 kickoff. And it's kind of funny that you say that right there, because a lot of people – going into this game after that terrible performance down in Tampa Bay, we're almost ready to just kind of give up, saying, is this team going to go back to being mediocre? Well, it's too early. We see in the NFL, anybody can win one game and anything can happen. And after a terrible performance, you got to say the Panthers went out there and put on one of the best performances in the NFL today. So all the fans out there, don't get a little carried away after one loss, a 16-game season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I know that's kind of a cliche, but in the NFL, anything can happen week to week, and the Panthers showed it today, and let's hope they can carry it over to Thursday night.
He's Dustin Phifer. I'm Dick Cox. We're reporting for the Carolina Panthers on the Prowl. See you later.